Right, folks, welcome back to another episode of the Jimmy O Show. Welcome back, guys. I see a couple of our players of the week here, guys. You hear that theme music, I'm thinking, when we're returning, breaking 50-yard touchdown runs, Makai, that's what you got running through your head, right?
Yep, well, definitely.
No doubt, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Well, welcome. We got, when you get old, boys, you can't see too well, so you need to put on the reading glasses. I see I got Makai on. Ray, is that you up there in the top left? And I'm missing. Still waiting on Javion. We're hoping to
Nah,
be
this
joined.
Davion.
That's Javion right there. Okay,
Yeah.
sorry, Javion. I'm telling you, I got to put on my glasses. Got Javion. We're hoping to be joined by Ray Pleasant as well, and one other guest I'm trying to remember right now. But we'll go ahead and get started, gentlemen. 71 points. I got to tell you. Okay, I'm gonna tell you a little story. I thought y'all were going to set the record in modern time here, but you didn't quite get to our mark. 72 points in 1998. You got close, but we're going to keep the bar raised for you. All right, you got to get over that 72. Y'all think you can handle that this year?
Sure.
Yep.
So let's just get into it, Makai. How was the homecoming, man? How was it going back home and sort of playing in front of the home crowd?
It was the best feeling, being back in my hometown, seeing my family. I had like 30 family members there at the game. But it was a great experience.
Yeah. I thought, really obviously you kind of the key to the offense and everything kind of revolves around what we do in a ground game. But I thought it was real cool to see your backfield mates get loose a little bit. Two other guys with 80 yards in a game. How did it feel for you watching Duda and Jamari sort of show out like that?
Yeah, it brought me excitement, seeing them boys balling out in the game. Both of them two ball out, and they got a touchdown. So I was very proud of them.
Yeah. Duda had to do it a few times, man. He had that one that got called back. He had a touchdown and got called back. Somebody else scored, got called back, and then finally Duda got back in. Javion, you made your presence felt, man, in that game with pretty kind of like high level interception. I mean, it's like I'm thinking, man, we got a young like Pat Surtain out here in this squad, man. How did it feel to get your first college INT?
It felt great. I mean, thanks to the scout team and the look team giving me great looks in practice every day. So I feel like it all paid off. Came Saturday. It felt unreal. I was definitely excited.
Yeah, no, I mean, look, I remember, talking to Coach Summerall in the preseason. I was kind of thinking, we always talk about Caleb, of course, and Jonathan and Mike as some of the experienced veterans in that roster. But he says, hey, I got to tell you something. That Javion White along with Mr. Lewis, we got some dudes coming up, and we got to see a little bit of it. Not only that, man, I thought just a physical brand of corner I thought you brought to the table. I thought it was a physical interception, but you had a big hit also in that game. Just sort of playing aggressive style of football was good to see. Do you kind of consider yourself not just one of these pretty boys that cover, but you actually guys come up and lay the wood on somebody?
Yeah, so I do consider myself a physical corner for sure.
Yeah.
TV for sure.
Yeah, no doubt, man. Hey, look, that North Louisiana is treating us right. One of our other players of the week, Ray Pleasant, of course, up there. You're from Winsboro, I believe?
Yes, sir.
Hometown of Booger McFarland. Am I getting that right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Booger and I played in the, tell you, the fastest I ever got beat in my life. 1995 high school all-star game, right? East versus West. Booger was on my team. And so, but we, in practice, you do these one-on-one pass rushes. And when I tell you, Booger beat me in less than a second. I mean, it's hard to get beat in less than a second as a lineman. He got me in less than a second, man. I learned I wasn't quite as good as I thought I was. Of course, Booger went on to star at LSU and star in the NFL. So I mean, at least I got beat by somebody who could actually play. So, well, guys, what are you doing with your bye week? We got a little time off and try to rest up those bodies, get it right. I know you're not taking it completely off, but how's the bye week been going?
It's going good. Be practicing, focus on Rice. But also, getting better in the weight room too.
Yeah. You know what Coach Summerall had a good saying about the bye week. What's his saying about it? Is I don't know what it is. Basically about not being complacent during the bye.
I think it's don't get by, get better.
Don't get by, get better.
Yeah.
Right. I like that. The man's got quite a few little things.
Right.
That's that Alabama wit, Makai.
Hey, I'll get down.
Yeah. So, guys, you know, I mean, I think we look at it. The goals are out still in front of us, right? Nobody, I think, thought with a 1-2 start that 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 was the team we are, and now we're 4-2. But I don't think that's the team we are either, right? You know, the team we want to be is going to be something else at the end of the season. So, what's sort of the key as we look forward? What do we need to do coming out of the bye to get where we want to be?
I say we taking it one day at a time. You feel me? Trying to get better every single day. You feel me? Being where our feet are. So, like, we ain't trying to rush nothing. We just trying to get stacked the days up and get better every day.
Yeah, I'm saying same thing he said. You know, getting better. You know, staying focused. You know, no slacking off. Just try to get better each and every day.
Yeah. I mean, that's the way it is, man. Progress ain't always linear, right? It's not always a straight line. It's a wavy cycle, but this wave is definitely trending up. So, in big part, thanks to your contributions, guys. I appreciate you you joining us here on the Jimmy O Show. I hope to see you back again some point later in the season.
Yes, sir. Thank you for having us.
Thank you so much for having us.
You got it, guys. Thanks for coming on. Appreciate it.
All right.
All right. We got producer Bradley. Bradley, our music's still playing in the background.
Music's still playing. Oh no.
Yeah. We just kind of muscled through it a little bit, but
where are our job takers, Jimmy?
I don't know. Where are they? We got Leo Wolfart from Austin. We got Harold Lawson out of Baton Rouge, and Armani Cargo out of
all right.
Where'd West Jeff?
Well, I'm glad Tulane skirted this conference realignment to the Pac-12. I think that was an ultimately good idea.
Yeah, I mean, that's a lot put on the players to get there. I mean, obviously, you know, you get your hand forced on something like that. And the big thing, I think we talked about it in one of the prior episodes. I mean, big thing is the access. You don't want to have a de facto fifth best league form without you in it. But when it became evident that wasn't going to be the case, this is a much better home for us, much more comfortable. You know, the travel, the sort of some of the rivalries you're developing with some of the teams here, it sort of makes sense at this point in the program to stay here. So I guess I'm glad cooler heads prevailed for now. You never know what's going to happen in the world of college football, but for now, it remains a pretty good fit for us.
Well, Harold's here. I'm going to bounce out. You guys enjoy the rest of the show. Roll away.
Thank you. And just let anybody else in as they show up, please. All right, we got Harold Lawson and we got Armani in there. I got to put on the old man reading glasses. Who we got? Yeah, we got. Oh, there's Yuki.
How y'all doing?
What's up, Yuki?
Not much. Just woke
True
up.
confessors,
Really.
man. It's been a long day for me. You see, I still got the tie on. It's been a long day, and I was trying to go through the 4 players of the week, and I was like, you know, and I got Ray. I'm still waiting on Ray Pleasant, and I'm waiting on. Yeah, we had a 4th player of the week. I was like, how could I forget Yuki? 2 touchdowns for my guy.
Yeah,
Big Yule getting it done,
me
man.
Me and Ray Sean was in the same group chat. I think he's asleep right now, too. I don't know.
Hey, you know, when you get to 21.5 miles an hour on a kick return, you need some rest coming off that, huh?
I'm telling you.
Hey, can you get up that?
Yeah, I can.
You can get that, can't you?
I can.
I know it. We got some team speed. There ain't no doubt about it.
Too much speed.
Man, look, real impressive by Ray, though. You know, now 2 kick returns for the year, and you know, and also the pick 6. But you know, I got a random text yesterday from Jaquan Jackson talking about Ray. You know, just shouting him out.
Yeah, he's been balling. Just been making plays.
Well, I remember them talking about him, like when he was a freshman before he got hurt. Lawrence Keys said on this show, that's the guy we had to watch out for, and it's good to see that Ray's seeing that through. But look, let's talk to some of our other guests. We got some job takers here, man. Who we got on the line, guys? Go ahead and introduce yourselves.
I'm Harold Lawson. I'm from Baton Rouge, Louisiana.
Yeah, I'm Ronnie Cargo. I'm from New Orleans.
Yeah, Armani, technically from Marrero, right?
Yeah, what's
Yeah,
name?
that's all right, West Bend. Hey, look, it's all good. Now, Armani, you went to which school out there? You attended?
John Eric.
Eric, yes. Okay, I had some teammates from Eric. Yeah, we were out there. My son, we moved to St. Franceville, but my son was at Brother Martin, so we would always play in the West Just scrimmage, and then I think Eric played the game before or after us or whatever. But he was at Brother Martin before we moved. But my first house I owned was on West Bank. We were in Algiers out there on General Meyer. Um, but man, just I'll tell you both this, Harold. Now you're a multi-time job taker, but you usually have class when we have the show, so I'm glad
Yes,
to get you on. Speaking of Brother Martin, I remember I ain't never seen a ninth grade team as big as the Catholic High ninth grade team. Uh, is large, but multi-time recipient. But I think the first time you're on the show, huh?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, well, good to have you on. The thing I'll tell you about the job takers, man, big Jared Henderson was on this show week 1, and then last week after the South Florida game, he was on as the defensive player of the week. So,
Mm-hmm.
that's a very literal term at Tulane. It's a competition every day, I guess, right?
Yes, sir.
Oh yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Oh,
All
yes,
right. Well,
sir.
good. So just guys, let's start. Let's see. I guess we could start with. We got. There's Leo joining us. Leo
Another
Wolfart.
job
Am I saying that
taker.
right? Wolfart.
Wolf rat, just like the animals.
Wolfrat. Okay, cool. Austin, Texas. Hey, how's he doing out there? How's that? Y'all take care of the Texas guy. I got a couple. I got a Florida guy. I got a couple Louisiana guys. Y'all taking care of this Texas boy? Treating him all right?
Yeah,
Yes,
we
sir.
still
Yeah, for
take care
sure.
of Texas boys.
Yeah, well, welcome, Leo. Welcome to the Jimmy O Show.
Thank you.
Congratulations on being a job taker this week.
Appreciate it.
Um, so, guys, I kind of talked with the last group about it. I talked to you about it. I mean, it's sort of like, I think Coach Summerall saying is don't get by, get better. How's the bye week going? Are we getting better? Or are we sort of looking ahead to where we headed, where we want to go for the season?
Honestly, I say we've been getting better just because every day we've been competing against each other and not really like going against scout team on a usual week. So we really just been focusing on just going against each other and not really worrying about next week. Like you say, just getting better on the little details that we have been mistaken on throughout certain weeks and just things we might see coming up. So honestly, we just been getting it in and just going against each other.
Right. I follow up on that. I mean, it's sort of one of these things. I used to do sideline reporting for Tulane during some lean years and whatever, and been a fan after my playing days, and there's some rough teams. And when you talk about getting better, I mean, a big help is that guys like Armani Cargo are on the other side giving you a look, right?
Yes,
Javian
sir.
White, who's one of the defensive players of the week this week, is out there giving you a look. I mean, these are high level athletes, high level players, sort of in the making. And when you get better players, it makes you better as a performer on Saturday.
No doubt. Especially like how you say, like those guys give me looks every day. So even if it's certain stuff like they do that I like trying to beat them on certain stuff, and they give me looks that I never seen before, and just looks that I might see, it just help a lot. Little do they know it, even though they do know because we tell them every week and like meetings, like how big of a role that they play and the things that they do to help us.
Yeah, no doubt. And speaking of the looks y'all are giving Harold, I think about, you know, we run so much outside zone and some of these downhill things that get those big boys moving at you in a fast direction, man. That offensive line of ours are pretty salty, huh?
Oh, yes, sir. I mean, every day. I mean, you just gotta come with it. I mean, especially as linebacker on scout, because they're not gonna go half speed, so you gotta come full speed. So it helps you get better as a player. Also, just going against you get to go against the first team every day. So it helps you get better also.
Yeah, coming into the season, I really, kind of we knew Vinny from by reputation, knew he'd be coming as a good player. Remitich was a returning starter. Ra was a returning starter. Shadre, I kind of felt had all conference level and coming in, knew that. But and of course, Derek Graham's been I think the best left tackle we've had here in some time from what we've seen. But I want to talk about Rim because is it just me or has that guy taken? Because you were here last year. Has that guy taken another level in his game? Because he just seems to be having a superb senior season.
To me, honestly, it's my fault, Harold.
Oh, you got it.
Yeah,
Now
go you go ahead and start with what you're gonna say, and then we'll come
Oh,
back to Howard.
all right. Yeah, I was gonna say with me coming in last year and then this year saying like his game, I literally just told him that like the other day, like I don't know what he did on the all season or like just knowing he had like a good group of guys coming in who was gonna help him. So he felt like he just had to turn up his game of play style a little bit more, and I feel like he took that role and he also did that, like you say, he just turned up in many different ways, and he just a new person than what he was last year, all around.
Yeah. How about you, Harold? What do you see kind of having to deal with big boy every day in practice?
I say he's definitely like last year he was pretty vocal, but this year he's definitely more vocal and he's definitely more focused on like the little details within like his game. Like I feel like he doesn't really let much things slip past him now. It's like if he messes something up, he wants to get it fixed immediately.
Yeah, yeah, and then I mean, it comes a pretty fearsome group there in the middle. Then, because I mean, when you talk about Chaudry, that guy, I couldn't even imagine that guy coming off the double, coming at me linebacker, and I got nowhere to go because he don't miss very much. Strong, athletic, really athletic guard. But so Armani, let's sort of same conversation, right? What now? You playing safety, playing outside corner, and
Corner,
star? What
outside corner.
outside corner? Yeah. And so it's good for your game, right? Every day seeing
Yeah.
guys like you, Keith Brown, and Mario Williams and Dante Fleming. Flem's another one whose game is raised so much from last season. Just seeing those guys every day has got to make you feel like it's making you a better player.
Oh yes, sir, for sure. Taking pride in my role, doing the best looks, and by me doing that, working on my techniques, going against them, which will give them the best look. Like if I perform my best on scout team.
Yeah, and your time's coming, man. There ain't no doubt about it.
Yeah.
Everybody thinks highly of you in the program, and you know, sometimes it's hard, coming in as a highly regarded
Hmm.
guy, guy with a lot of talent, and you got to kind of wait your turn a little bit, but to see you get this kind of honor means, you're taking advantage of the opportunity. That's an awesome sign for you and the progress you're making as a football player. Um, and then Leo, man, I got to come to you because of all the guys I would not want to be dealing with. I mean, I was an offensive lineman. I was a scout team offensive lineman at one point in time, and blocking Pat Jenkins is really low on my list of things I'd want to do in life.
Yeah,
How's it been dealing with Pat, dealing with Cam, dealing with Adonis, just the whole crew up there? Pretty elite defensive line you're dealing with every day.
yeah. I mean, it's tough, but it's such a blessing to go against one of the best D lines, in the conference every single day. Like the guys over on the varsity who are getting their reps, like I talk to them, and even they think that I'm getting more work than they are, just because I'm going against such talented players every day.
Right.
And it's something special. Like it's nice being over there because I know I'm getting better.
Yeah, they got to deal with them a little bit in like some inside period or whatever, but you got to see them a little longer in practice.
Yeah, I get them for most of the day. It's pretty
Yeah.
fun.
So how's New Orleans been treating you, man? You're a freshman, right? A true freshman.
Yes, sir. I love it here. My dad grew up around this area, so it's nice to come see like where he grew up and all that.
Mm,
It's a pretty cool place. I've been enjoying it.
yeah, yeah. My family loves Austin, so we've been out there, done hill country vacations, things like that
Hmm.
a few times. So we like
Yeah,
your town too.
it's a pretty
It's hard
great
not to,
place.
There's a lot of Look, guys, if y'all haven't been to Austin, Harold and Armani, I'm gonna tell you, great barbecue, great tacos, right? Like if
Hmm.
you got those two things covered, it's and great music. So like got those things covered. You really, it's nothing like New Orleans, but it's sort of like New Orleans all at the same time. It's like sort of what's important there is important here, in that sense. Food, music, culture. Great place to visit. But well, guys, just sort of everybody's feeling healthy. Everybody's feeling good as we head into the bye.
sir.
I tell you,
Yes, sir.
the hard thing with this is y'all are so good and so fun to watch. It's like it's hard as a fan to sit back and be like, man, Tulane's not playing Saturday. Like, what am I gonna do with my Saturday? I'm sure they're great games on, but I guess this means my favorite family activity is watching the games. Taking my kids to the game, watching y'all on TV to. Well, when we don't make the game, so I'm gonna have to find something else to do with my Saturday. I'm not sure what I'll do. Maybe the weather will be good for us, huh? Are y'all gonna get a little off time? Y'all gonna actually have a Saturday and Sunday to yourself, or y'all got work to do for
Yeah.
the practice?
Now,
Okay.
I think
Nah,
we got
actually,
2 days off. We got 2 days
yeah,
off, which is
2 days off. All right,
it's
that's
nice.
big.
Yeah.
Yeah, Armando, maybe you can take some of these guys to go see Eric play a little district play this Friday night, and then head into the weekend, have a good time.
well, actually, they play tomorrow. Tomorrow they
Are they playing
homecoming.
Thursday? Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
Thursday.
Who they got?
Riverdale.
Okay. Best of luck. Best of luck to the Patriots there. So, well, guys, thank y'all so much for coming on. Fans, thank you for tuning in. I know our schedule's been a little hectic. We're going to try to get a regular time. I was in trial the last 2 weeks, so Michael Arata had to pinch hit for us. I do have to do a day job. As much as I'd like to, being a podcast host doesn't quite pay the bill, so I gotta actually do my real work. But hopefully we'll get on a more regular schedule going in, and we're going to see these guys again. Not only maybe as job takers, but maybe a player of the week as well. So you never know. We've seen it before. We'll see it again. But thank y'all for tuning in. Be sure to subscribe to fearthewavecollective.com. You'll get content there you can't get anywhere else. You get the Scandura columns, you get our game previews, you get recruiting information you can find nowhere else, and so much more. So please consider subscribing, supporting these great student athletes at Tulane. Until next time, roll wave.
Wave.
Thank you,
Roll
gents.
Wave.
Appreciate y'all time.
Appreciate you.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Bye bye. All right, Brayley signing out.
All right, Jimmy. Any final words for the show, brother?
No, man. Just like I kind of told the guys, it's gonna be hard not having a Saturday without Tulane football is hard, and it's gonna happen again November 2nd. 2 bye weeks this year. It's rough. So
Yeah.
we'll at least we'll get a look at LSU Ole Miss should be a good game. I'm trying to think. There's some other good ones.
I'm excited for that.
Yeah, well, it's a game you never know what's gonna happen. It's always insane that
sure.
matchup. So
All right, man.
So that'll be fun to check out.
We'll wrap that up and roll wave.
You roll away, bud.